Jai Hind friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. The point is that your nation was created on a falsehood. And for successive generations, your elders had been lying to you and red lies. And then proposed hashtag no G20 in Kashmir. Boycott G20 in Kashmir. Kashmir deserves justice. Jai Hind friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Now, China has said that it will not attend G20 meetings in the Kashmir Valley, and that's absolutely all right. China is well within its rights not to come to the Kashmir Valley because it feels that Kashmir is disputed and there will be quid pro quo. India will respond at the correct place and the correct time. But I don't know what the Pakistanis are celebrating about. You're not even part of the G20. You're not part of the G20. Nobody's inviting you. If there was something called the G50, you would not be part of G50. You would not be part of an organization called the G100 if it was there. It's not there. And you will never be a part of any other organization because you are a broken nation. You are a broken state. And everybody hates you. Now, Pakistanis are celebrating the fact that, oh, China is not coming. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know, what the Pakistani media should do is tell Pakistanis, get off your backsides and start working, you lazy people. That's what they should tell their own people. Start working hard. Make sure that the Pakistani economy comes up. Make sure that one day you also sit at the table of G20. But no. Pakistan will not do that. Pakistanis will not work hard. Why should you work when your basic profession is begging? You're not going to work. It's easier to beg and eat. Who wants to work hard, especially if you're a Pakistani? But that should be the aim. We'll work so hard that one day we'll be in G20. But you know, working hard is not an easy option. And it's only meant for, for nations that have some degree of self-respect and who can call themselves a nation. Both these things, self-respect and nationhood, are not true for Pakistan anyway. So Pakistan has made an elaborate plan, and today I have access to certain documents that I'm going to share with you. Pakistan has made an elaborate plan on media and social media as to how they can muddy the waters, how they can do propaganda all over. This is the only thing that Pakistan can do. There is nothing else. Pakistan does not want G20 to happen in Kashmir because they feel that Kashmir banega Pakistan, Kashmir will become Pakistan, Pakistan will become Kashmir and vice versa. This has been Pakistan's mad dream for 75 years. They have not been able to take 1 inch of land. But that aside, that is Pakistan's main aim in life, right? Not to become economically progressive or socially progressive or to have a world-class economy, world-class infrastructure. No. That is not Pakistan's aim or any Pakistani's aim for that matter. It is enough that China is not coming to, Kashmir for the G20 summit, for that particular one event. Otherwise, China will be here and the top leaders will be here in New Delhi. So this is the negative mindset of the Pakistanis, and this is the document that I'm talking about. Now, I'll request the editor to show the document page by page. I'm going to keep it short, I'm going to keep it crisp, and I'm going to tell you the salient features of this document. So this document originates in Islamabad and it is sent to all Pakistani missions abroad except New Delhi. Right? And this is sent by Muhammad Umair Shakur, who's Assistant Director, Kashmir Affairs. And this document is dated 15th of May 2023. So it's a recent document. Okay. Now, in connection with the upcoming G20 meeting in Srinagar, IIOJK, that is Indian Illegally Occupied Jammu and Kashmir, right? Some publicity material to counter Indian government's illegal attempt to include IIOJK in the mainstream is enclosed for information and necessary proliferation at appropriate forums, please. The missions may please use the shared material appropriately. Okay. So, this 8-page document, which I'm going to go through very quickly, is something that the Pakistanis want. Pakistan is a nation. Just look at the comedy of it all. Look at the flip side. Look at the funny side of this. Pakistan has not been able to make a good, a decent, a viable, a successful railway station in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. They have done nothing for the area that they have illegally occupied. They've done zero. They've done nothing. Zilch. And they're only happy with, it's like a neighbor. Unfortunately, you have a neighbor who's a criminal. And you yourself are a respected person in the locality. The criminal will always hate you. And that criminal is Pakistan. They'll always hate you for your success. Right? And hatred is not that we wish to harm India, which they wish to, but that is not where the real hatred comes. It springs from jealousy. Jealousy of a failure, jealousy of an underachiever, jealousy of a nation that has achieved nothing in its life, except for terrorism. They have done nothing absolutely. Pakistan is a failed state. The people are absolute failures. And this is exactly why Pakistan is jealous of India holding such, summits like the G20. And this is what Pakistan can't understand. Why is India so successful? That is because we are hardworking, intelligent people and you're not. That's it. There is nothing else. We are clear, clean people. You believe in duplicity. You believe in a certain kind of conduct that the world thinks is not okay. And for you, that is absolutely normal. That is why you fail. Okay. So, the first thing that these people are supposed to spread is that apparently no one is safe, minorities are not safe, women are getting raped, low caste, tourist journalists, media houses, everybody who's critical of BJP Hindutva policies is sent to jail apparently in India. So India, nobody is free to be. All these Fortune 500 companies who come to invest, right from American Express to Nike to FedEx to Apple to everybody is a fool. Only Bilawal Bhutto is the intelligent guy. Only the Pakistani Foreign Office is the best of the best. Right? Otherwise, the entire world is foolish. Only the Pakistanis have brains. Okay? Everybody is a fool. Even their fathers, the Chinese, who have invested billions of dollars in India, Indians have invested billions of dollars in China, and there is $125, $130 billion annual trade with China. Even the Chinese are fools. Everybody's a fool, except for that uncle in Lahore who's digging his nose and watching my video and trying to make out कि Major अंग्रेजी में बोल क्या रहा है. What the hell is this Major saying in English? Don't worry, watch the Hindi one. It's already been released and you are being humiliated in Hindi, which is close to Urdu. You will understand why you're being humiliated, uncle. Okay? And yeah, take that finger out of your nose. Now, cow vigilante groups are killing Muslims and butcher state of the Muslims and Atiq Ahmed. Atiq Ahmed is Pakistan's new father of the nation. Why is the world turning a blind eye to the blatant state-sponsored terrorist acts and human rights violations? Why? And they say passing of controversial laws like NRC, CA and anti-conversation laws. There are so many grammatical mistakes. Sweetheart, it's anti-conversion laws. It's not anti-conversation laws. Though I think we should have anti-conversation laws in Pakistan. But by the way, there's supposed to be anti-conversion laws. Right? I want to ask Pakistanis, you object to anti-conversion laws in India, right? It's a state matter and states have their different laws and rules regarding this. What about Pakistan? Doesn't Pakistan have anti-conversion laws? Isn't conversion in Pakistan a one-way street? A Hindu, a Christian, a Sikh can be forcibly converted into becoming a Muslim. But what happens when a Muslim wants to convert? Let's say a Muslim wants to become a Sikh or a Christian. What happens to that Muslim? You kill him because it is religiously sanctioned and you will kill him. This is your fakery and this is your religious fundamentalism, Pakistanis. I want to ask Pakistanis, what is the punishment for a person who leaves Islam? You mentioned anti-conversion laws. You wrote conversation, but you meant conversion. Anti-conversion laws. Please tell me, what is the punishment for a person who leaves Islam? How is he to be treated under Pakistani law and under Islamic Sharia law? What happens to that person? He becomes wajibul qatl. He can be killed. That is the truth. Now, imposing ban, arresting journalists. I don't know which. See, Imran Riaz Khan is a Pakistani journalist. Matiullah Jan is Pakistani. Asad Tur is Pakistani. Right? Hamid Mir is Pakistani. I don't know which journalists have been arrested. I don't know which journalists they're talking about who have been arrested. I haven't come across a journalist who has been arrested. Recent banning on BBC. It should be not on, it should be off BBC. And nobody banned BBC. A certain documentary of BBC was banned. Get your facts right. Right? And Muslim lynching, same, Muslim properties, bulldozing, IOJK, living prison, blah, blah, blah. This is what they are saying now. Indian diplomacy or duplicity? Wooing the US West while also trading with Russia. Unreliable ally of the West. Okay, let me talk about reliability. This is not being unreliable. This is called being sovereign. India takes its own decisions and we don't hide under cover of darkness. Which is why Imran Khan, your former Prime Minister, said that your army was playing a double game and your governments were playing a double game. This is what Imran Khan said in his speech 2 days back. He said that you took money from the Americans and you were hiding Osama bin Laden. You are also responsible for the death of 3,000 Americans in the Twin Towers, 9/11. Because you were directly hiding the person who was responsible for those attacks, and you knew that you were hiding Osama bin Laden because you were hiding him very near an army cantonment. You provided him with a house, you provided him with security, you provided him with surveillance, you provided him with each and every single thing. Traitors. People who will stab you in the back after taking your money. That's what you've done. You supported the Taliban all the time taking money from the Americans, and you think you're very smart. That is what, Hamid Gul, that great strategist, quote unquote. I'm making fun of that guy. I'm not saying he's a great strategist, but, I will take money from the Americans and then beat the Americans. Wow. India takes oil from Russia. Americans threaten India with sanctions. Indians tell the Americans, go to hell, do whatever you wish. This is India. One phone call to Pervez Musharraf that you are either with us or against us. And if you're against us, we'll send you back to the Stone Age. The so-called commando, Army Chief of Pakistan, wearing battle fatigues and firing guns in the air. The President of Pakistan, he lies down on the ground and starts kissing American feet. This is the character of Pakistan. So don't talk about duplicity. Don't talk about unreliability. The people know, the world knows that you are traitors. You're traitors to your own friends. You betrayed the Taliban. For a few dollars, you arrested the Taliban ambassador to Islamabad. He had come there under your guarantees. And he wrote a book called My Life in the Taliban, where he said that Pakistanis have 2 tongues and each tongue speaks a different language. That is what the Taliban thinks about you. That is why they're killing you every day. That is why they are murdering your soldiers every single day. That is why, because you betrayed the trust of the Taliban also. Pakistanis are nobody's friends. Nobody. They'll take your money. One day they're going to stab the Chinese in their backs also. They've already started doing that. The Dasu Dam attack was carried out by Pakistanis. They've killed so many Chinese because they wanted to pass a message to the Chinese that you are unsafe and unless you give us more money, we'll not take care of you. We'll not be able to protect you. They're fleecing the Chinese. They're fleecing everybody in this world. Okay, so Indian diplomacy or duplicity, then they go on to rant some more and, human rights violations, blah, 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 Kashmiri youth being targeted, killed in fake encounters, and internet banned, state restrictions on Muslim offering prayers in mosques. Oi Baba. Restrictions on Muslims offering prayers in mosques. This is new. I've never heard it in India. This is another Lahori lie. Because that's all these people are good for, yeah. They're liars, they're thieves, they're cheats. Right? No Muslim in India can be forbidden from going to the mosque and praying. The problem is, and people objected, when a whole bunch of Muslims came and they started praying on the middle of the road or in public parks. That is not okay. I don't support it. But I support every Muslim's right to go to his mosque and pray 5 times a day. If he wants to pray 10 times or 20 times, that is Vishya. You pray as many times as you want. You settle down inside the mosque only. I don't care. I wish you all the best. Straight lies. And then proposed hashtag, no G20 in Kashmir. Boycott G20 in Kashmir. Kashmir deserves justice. Resolve Kashmir in G20. Detailed punchlines. Now, there is this thing called detailed punchlines also. V.D. Savarkar, father of Hindutva, took rebirth. Now, Muslims and Hindus and Adivasis and low caste Hindus are mistreated, harassed and lynched, etc. Government has passed laws which remain contrary to basic human rights and religious freedom. Love jihad, ghar wapsi, CA, NRC, anti-religious conversion laws are meant to dehumanize minorities. Oh, Baba, my heart aches for these Pakistanis. Muslim worship places and madrasas are vandalized and bulldozed by Hindu mobs and state machinery frequently. And Rohit Vemula, they come to Rohit Vemula and then they're talking about the silence of the international community, especially the West, United Nations, is baffling. No, you fools and idiots, it's not baffling. The West knows, the UN knows. You keep on saying India has become a big market, India has become a big market. That's what you Pakistani jokers say. Now I'll tell you the truth. Even when India was not such a big market, even then nobody said anything to India. Because this document is fake, it's fakery. The world is not stupid. When the Chinese were attacked in Pakistan, when Chinese were killed, what did your ministers say? Oh, India has done it, India has done it. You think the Chinese are stupid? You think their intelligence services are not active inside Pakistan and Afghanistan? You think that the Chinese know absolutely nothing of what is going on? The Chinese are an economic superpower. They have their influence all over the world. You think they would not have paid off Pakistani generals serving generals? You think they won't have information that they have sort of verified time and again? You're blaming India for attacks on Chinese inside, and China has never mentioned this even once, because China would have. If they had even a shred of evidence, China would have sought a meeting with Dr. Jaishankar, the Chinese foreign minister. He would have requested for a meeting with Dr. Jaishankar, and he would have told him, Doctor, this is what we have found. Please comment. And Dr. Jaishankar would have given them an appropriate response. But nothing like this happened, because the Chinese know that you are killing the Chinese because you want to extort more money, because that is what you did against the Americans in Afghanistan. Exactly. You were taking billions of dollars from the Americans. Those stupid fool and thieves of politicians that you have in Pakistan, they were buying flats in London. Your army generals were settling abroad. And you were telling the people, oh, India is doing some conspiracy, India is doing this, India. The Chinese are not fools, yeah. We may not like the Chinese. We may have a problem with the Chinese on our borders, but the Chinese are not fools. You might be a fool, and that is why you think everybody else is a fool. You're saying, why is the UN not taking notice and all? UN is not taking notice because UN knows that Pakistanis are liars, professional liars. You guys even stole the wallet of a visiting Kuwaiti diplomat. That is your diplomacy. Your diplomat stole the wallet of a visiting Kuwaiti diplomat inside Islamabad. That is the character. And you're telling us that why does the world not notice? And all these, I don't even want to comment on the grammar. Why do these guys even write in English, yeah? Just write in highly Punjabiized Urdu, yeah? You've anyway murdered Urdu. You murdered English as well. Just avoid the language. They'll stop giving you visas to visit London, I'm telling you, or UK, wherever you want to go. They'll stop America, Canada. They'll say you're murdering our language, you're massacring our language. Not acceptable. Okay. India remains a state where Muslims are butchered, etc., etc. India's self-proclaimed secularism not stands exposed, it stands exposed. Pakistanis, listen, you're dumb. Okay? I'm helping you to write something against India because you're unable to even put down 3 coherent sentences. That is the level of your education here. Stands exposed, not stands. S-T-A-N-S. No. S-T-A-N-D-S. Yes. Got it? On April 13th, son of Muslim lawmaker Atiq Ahmed was killed. I'm happy he was. Atiq Ahmed and his brother were murdered by Hindu terrorists, while both brothers were flanked by over a dozen police officers. Wow. Supreme Court refused to provide protection to Atiq Ahmed, despite the fact that he was facing life threat. Facing a life threat, or facing threat to his life. During the murder of Atiq Ahmed in front of scores of cameramen, not scored of cameramen, remained complicit. What? Why did you send your foreign minister to Oxford when he was not the foreign minister? I mean, what do you guys do? What do you write? What nonsense is this, Pakistanis? The gangster-style murder of an ex-MP Atiq Ahmed and his brother was then normalized, justified and praised by the ruling Hindu nationalist regime as divine justice. Baba. The Muslim politician killed by a group of Hindu extremists chanting Jai Shri Ram in front of security forces and a score of journalists. This is not even a complete sentence. This is not even a complete sentence. I don't know what you're trying to say here. BJP, a state where rule by gun is being enforced. A new India, hate crimes against Muslim being normalized. Atiq. I don't know what this is. This is all Atiq, 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 Atiq. I don't know how many people in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Pakistan must be writing Atiq Ahmed in that column of father's name, no? Father's name, Atiq Ahmed. That's what Ministry of Foreign Affairs Pakistan is writing. And then they go on to talk about Khalistan and how successful referendum in Western capitals such as UK, Italy, Australia, Canada and Switzerland. Pakistanis, you are beggars. You may be impressed by Western capitals and all those Khalistanis, holding these referendums. Nobody's impressed. They want to make Khalistan in India. They don't want to make Khalistan in Canada. Right? So hold a referendum in India. Don't hold it there. And you mention Sikhs. I'm talking about myself and I talk about 140 crore Indians. We have the highest love, highest respect, highest regard for our Sikh brothers and sisters. And today, on record, I'll say, all elder Sikhs, I respect them like I would my own parents. And all Sikhs are my brothers and sisters. But Khalistanis, you are not Sikhs, you're dogs. My apologies to the canine community. You're vermin, not dogs. I like dogs though. You're vermin. And your illegitimate father, Pakistan, is just a bigger version of you. That's it. The Sikh community in UK has galvanized the Khalistan freedom struggle during the protest, removed Indian. It was not the Sikh community who did it. It were Khalistanis. The Sikhs are patriots. The Sikhs have been shedding blood for India even before independence. And Pakistanis, your first illegitimate father Aurangzeb. Remember your first illegitimate father Aurangzeb? Yeah, that one. Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, the 10th Guru of the Sikhs. He defeated the Mughal armies in the Battle of Chamkaur Sahib. Remember? Hari Singh Nalwa? Remember? Why the people in your region wear shalwar kameez? Remember? I'll do another program for you one day regarding this, okay? So don't say anything against the Sikhs. The Sikhs live here in our hearts, right? You'll never understand this. Separatist movements in the northeastern states have also escalated. Oi, oi. Then they go on to mention Satyapal Malik and General Shankar Roy Chaudhary, misquoting both. Misquoting both. Essentially, this is a long litany of complaints and propaganda and negativity. All I'm saying is that, very soon Pakistan will exist only on Twitter. Very soon Pakistan is only and only going to exist on Twitter. That is all that Pakistanis are good for. That's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll only say one thing to you here. I'll just say one thing to you. I don't grudge the Pakistanis this letter because this is what, when Muhammad Ali Jinnah, I'll not say he created Pakistan because it was a British gift. It was a British gift. Jinnah had almost nothing to do with it. But yeah, okay. Since the Pakistanis want to believe that they sacrificed and Jinnah got them Pakistan and all single-handedly, if that is the fraud that they wish to believe, God bless them. But that nation has been built on a lie. That is why, when Pakistanis say that, why is India doing so well and why, all these Pakistani YouTubers, they'll go and they'll ask people, why do you think India is so successful and why are we failures? So they'll say, no, India has got a huge population. And, India has a great technology, IT. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that your nation was created on a falsehood. And for successive generations, your elders, have been lying to you. And today you are lying to your children. When a nation is based on lies and fraud and fakery, that nation can never grow and prosper. So, ladies and gentlemen, I never say that, please share this video widely and, share it with your friends, etc. I never say that. I just say like, subscribe and press the bell icon. Beyond that, I've never requested you. Today, it's my request to you. All of you, I have two requests. Request number one. Number one, please share this video widely. We need to expose Pakistan. Share it in your family WhatsApp groups, your official WhatsApp groups. Make this video go crazy viral. Number two, whichever city in the world that you are in any part of US, any part of UK, any country in Europe, you could be in Africa, you could be anywhere. If there is a Pakistani High Commission or a Pakistani embassy or a Pakistani consulate, please buy a copy. For Indians, I will say, buy a copy of Wren and Martin and send it to their High Commissioner in New Delhi, in Chanakya. Find out their, embassy, where their embassy is, and courier a copy of Wren and Martin. For the Indians, I'm saying, they need to read English. These guys are murdering the language. And wherever you guys are, wherever Indian friends, brothers and sisters are across the world, whichever is a good English grammar book, please send it to the local Pakistani embassy. And to the Pakistani government, Shehbaz Sharif, I request, before you try and fight with Imran Khan or anybody, these emergencies will come later. Please declare education emergency in your country. Right? You can't have 250 million roaming around without grey matter. It's a serious cause for concern, even in the neighborhood. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.